Greetings, fellow musicologists and metal scholars of the world. I'm Alex Tamulis. Welcome to the channel, and we have a new Slipknot song, a new single, and it's the moment that you've all been waiting for, the dying song, Time to Sing. And they also have their upcoming 7th studio album, and it's called The End So Far. And when you look at it, when you think about it, it's like, well, maybe it's their last album with Roadrunner, or maybe they're just talking about the end of the band, or the times that we're living in, and they're talking about, the end of the world. The song starts off like they've never really done before. Corey Taylor sings like a cappella before he chants "die" over and over, and then the band just bursts into this really gut-wrenching brutality in typical Slipknot fashion. The lyrics are kind of mysterious, but we can try and map some of the meanings that the words convey. The video begins with a beautiful E minor chord that switches to D major and C, and it's played on this synth pad, and it's really peaceful. And for me, it's a metonymy, which is a fancy word to say that piece of jewelry there is replacing Slipknot. It's the substitution of the name for the thing that it means. So it means how valuable the brand and the band has become to the band members, how important it is to really cultivate the icon, the directions that they want to take the band from now on. Then you see this mask that's made out of some rubber or silicone or something like that. Maybe they want to give the idea or the impression that people are just wearing masks. No one is really who they say they are. They're trying to be someone else. It's kind of like pretense, masquerade, this opera theater, or they're going to present something like a play. And then because they are in this fun house, everything is distorted. This is actually going to be super aggressive, because when it's distorted from the mirror, then you see that it's Slipknot and not really that attraction there. And Corey Taylor starts to sing a cappella. Put your hands into the water. Let your mouth go sick and dry. Put your life into your death now. Let them sing until you die. Well, water is a valuable resource, and instead of drinking it, you're actually just touching it. So you're not really benefiting from the richness of that substance. So in a way, they're just saying, well, you're not really enjoying. You're just touching the water. You should be drinking it, and you're just putting your life into your death, meaning that you're lethargic and your inaction are not really helping anything right now. The world is just coming to an end due to various reasons, and you're not doing anything to change it. And let them sing until you die. Basically, the others are actually benefiting. The others are taking the opportunity and the advantage while you're just rotting away. The other verse, they actually talk about the ones who like to preach, right? They like to be oracles. They like to tell people what to do, or tell people how to live their lives. And we have to feel that these powerful people are, we're always in their debt. Yeah, so he says, why am I always in your debt, right? Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost, meaning that, we're dealing with these really powerful people. They are absolutely larger than life, like divine beings here on earth. And since everything's a business, they're communist comatose, because they're all about the capital, right? They're all about the money, and everything's a bet in a way that, the stakes are high, and we just want to profit. This is obviously linked to the fact that they are in a fun house, so they are the attraction, right? They're the main attraction. It's related to the jewelry in the beginning, so everything is just related and connected to this circus type of feel. They are part of the circus, and it's a business, and everything is all about profit and capital and investments and everything, and they don't really have a say on most things, yet they should be the ones who have a say on it. Next verse is beautiful. It generates some beautiful ideas for you, because it talks about the idea of a nuclear winter, the post-war darkness, life with no sun. So basically, there's no life whatsoever. But in a way, they're just saying, well, this is a modern achievement of the biblical apocalypse that, we've talked about in other stories and epic tales. But in the past, you referred to Satan. But it's not about Satan. It's all about the bosses on the board. Which board? The board of directors of a corporation. Every company has a board of directors and they hold all the stakes or the investors. It's also a very broad concept that you can use for anyone who's in control now, anyone who's got the power to change things or to manipulate, and they're not doing anything, and we're going towards the end because of this huge descent. And then the lyrics talk about when you really hope for promises or for goals and objectives, people tend to forget what you've asked. People tend to deny claims, right? They tend to ignore your requests. And then they say, well, regret, rely, remorse inside of you, right? So it's all about the feeling that you're not really being heard. You're not really part of the decisions in a way. The heart begins to suffer when the soul has given up, and the flesh is barely more than bone. Yeah, the emotion, the passion related to the heart is obviously now not there anymore, or at least is dwindling. And the flesh is becoming just your structure. You're really down to your foundation, which is the bones. And when no one else is listening, only you, only when you've had enough, time to sing this dying song alone. So the song becomes an elegy, it becomes this elegy for the end of a chapter, the end of a cycle, about the crazy times that we live in, with all the hate and the issues with opinions and zero tolerance about other people and dissent and rage. So the world's just going crazy and things are going down the hill. Just have lethargy, people are not doing anything about it. They sing the chorus again, and in order to really emphasize the moment of the end of this chapter, the end of this moment for now, like they said, and then they say, well, maybe you've been down too long. Now it's time to wake up. So it's related to lethargy, it's related to not being able to move or to be active. So now it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to wake up. And then it's a call to action, like, think hard, you bastards. You're going to tell me why. If I don't get an answer, you're going to sing and die. You got to think about the situation and you got to act upon it. You got to do your part. You cannot really look at the world the way it is and not do anything. This is what they're saying, action, do something, participate. Otherwise, it's just death. It's all about really this moment where they say, well, it's the end, but we know that they want a new chapter. And it's all about rebirth. It's all about the end of a cycle and being born from the ashes. So I hope that you've liked it. The video is beautiful. The video is amazing. The song is powerful. And I can't wait for what's to come. The album will be released in September. We look forward to it. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Music is what music does. Bye now.